sort of been gradual. You know, alcohol addiction has slowly crept up on me bit by bit, and I've eventually lost jobs and then had to move and share places and then move in with friends or family, which, you know, isn't technically homelessness, but it's, you know, not having a home base is pretty distressing. So, you know, to be fully homeless when people have had enough of you because you've just used up all your favours, that's probably a few years ago now. You know, I've managed to get jobs just enough to get a rental or something, but I always seem to fall off the wagon and end up. I've been lucky enough to own a car and keep my car, so I've been able to sleep in my car. Most of the time it's due to some kind of addiction, or which comes from some kind of trauma as a child or something like that, and just you know, some kind of addiction, whether it's drugs or alcohol or gambling or whatever. You know, the need to feel good overtakes the common sense, and you end up throwing away the good things like a good job or partnership or something. And most of the people that I meet on the streets or in the drop-in centres, once you have a chat with them, you know, the regular people have just had some really bad luck, or they've just been so down on themselves they've ended up. Yeah, I think it can creep up on you. It can happen to anyone, really. I mean, I used to have my own flat, and I used to have a girlfriend and a good job, and I went to university, and you know, I never thought I'd end up on the street, but you know, I had a pretty good upbringing and loving parents, but I still ended up here. So you just never know. Now, I'm lucky. I've managed to get the help I need, and got a place like this to come to. You know, people who come in here, I think, get a little bit of confidence back, because, you know, there's good staff that talk to you and treat you like an equal, and there's other people in the same boat that you can chat with and hang out with and share stories with, and then you sort of feel like human again. It started when someone actually came and said to me, you know, hey, you're a good person, let's, you know, help. Someone helped me, and then now I'm about to go into rehab actually, but I've got shelter, still got my car. Someone I used to work for actually called me and said, look, when you get out, come and give me a call, and maybe we can look at getting you some part-time work. So, you know, things are looking up, because one guy said to me, come, we'll get you some food and you'll be all right. So it made a difference, you know. I think the connection with other people is paramount. I think that's the most important thing, is that they don't feel like a leper, or a non-human. They want to feel like they fit into society. Once they feel that self-esteem again, they're probably more likely to go and get themselves help. So it's just more communication, I think, more people. You know. And I know St Vinnies do a great job doing that kind of thing, and they have the street appeals and all of that, but just need a bit more of it, I think. And all those people that are on the streets are normal people with feelings and dreams, and don't treat them as you know, it's your fault because you took drugs, and treat them as someone who's hurting inside and might have a mental problem and issue. You know, like I suffer depression and anxiety, and I always have, and I used alcohol to numb that and make myself feel confident again, and it's ruined my life. But you know, I think I'm a good person, and most of these people are good people. They're just in a really bad place, and you've got to treat them that way. And you know, just say hi. You know, say hi, and if you can spare a few bucks, which you probably can, you go, oh no, sorry, you know, and you just walk by, but you probably, you know. But I think more importantly, just say, keep your chin up, you know, or just something nice. Just say something nice to them. Treat them with respect, because they got feelings. No, you know, I want to travel again. The best year of my whole life was when I went travelling all around the world, and you know, I didn't need to get wasted to feel good, because I was doing things. But you know, to the whole, you know, have a partner, have a house, you know, a base, and be able to do things that I enjoy, like travelling, without worrying about where I'm going to sleep next, without worrying about being alone for the whole night and being depressed. And you know, I just want to be steady, I guess. Thousands of people walk past, and you still feel totally alone, because you're ignored and treated like there's something wrong with you, when there is something wrong with you. You know, you've had a bad life, but no one chooses to be a homeless person or an addict. No one chooses that. It's not a choice. It's probably a mental imbalance, or it's just a lot of bad luck, or a bunch of the two that happen together, and you end up that way. No one's asked when they're a little kid that, what do you want to be when you grow up? Oh, I'd love to be a hobo on the street, freezing and starving to death. Thanks, Mum and Dad. You know, it's not a choice. No one picks that as a career path. It's just bad circumstances, and good people end up that way. And you know, and you think, oh, I won't give them money. They'll just go and buy drugs with it. And you think, well, yeah, maybe they will, but you haven't given them the option. You haven't even given them a chance to. Maybe they're going to go and buy some food, and that'll keep them alive for another day, and they'll get some help tomorrow. Like, you don't know that they're going to go buy drugs, and even if they do, maybe that's the only thing that makes them feel good right now. So until they can get a leg up from someone who can actually help them, because obviously you don't want to, you know, give them that little bit of money. You know, it might save their life. It might change their life. They might feel better and say, "Good on you, mate. Keep going." You know, like, give them acknowledgement. Don't just ignore them, because they're people and they've got feelings and dreams, and you can't just pretend that they don't exist.